Lights, cameras, action. Now let's engage in the dialogue. Let me browse through your mind like a catalog. Conscious metaphysics, allow me to break down the specifics. Educate, motivate. If you don't feel free, you can liberate. An LLC is what I'm building, the #1 podcast in the building. So let me slide on up in the Bentley truck in my Versace shirts. They can't get enough of this deep conversation, expansion, elevation. I'll send you a link you can tap in. It ain't quite what I used to do back then. Now I get it on the front and the back end. Multiple money streams keep coming in. Enlighten, empower, evolve. Enlighten, empower, evolve. Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, just in time, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. I'm excited yet again, and you know why. I'm always excited to engage in high vibrational, positive dialogues with people from around the world, and today is no exception. Today, I have a very special guest who is a self-love tarot coach, holistic oracle healer, professional empath relationship reader, certified natural medicine practitioner, holistic hormone nutritionist, and a whole lot more. I have Celeste London. How are you doing today, Celeste?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm excited, and I'm a firm believer that time is one of our most precious assets, and I just want to extend my sincerest gratitude to you once again for sharing some of your time here with me today.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yes, so let's just get right into it. You are a self-love tarot coach. Now, let's just start there.
Yes.
How did you get started with that? And what is that?
So a self-love tarot coach combines two industries together. So we know about self-love, taking care of your outer self, but self-love means different things for different people. Self-love could mean you going back to school to improve yourself. Self-love can mean exercising to take care of yourself. So we know self-love is an individual journey for an individual person based on where they're at the time and stage in each individual person's life. When you combine it with tarot, which is a divination tool of tarot cards. Now, the original tarot card, the first one is called the Rider-Waite, and they have images on them that reflect meanings. The first one starts off with the first 22 cards, which is called the 22 major arcana cards. And then you have the other cards, which are wands, swords, cups, and pentacles. So wands have to do with action orientedness. Cups have to do with your emotions. Swords have to do with sort of your past, present, and your future. And then last but not least, pentacles has to do with material wealth and possessions. So whenever you're doing a reading and the card is shown to you, it's shown based on the questions you ask and revealing insights about what stage and journey you're at in your life. And so I've combined these two industries together. I have a 10-year practice as a certified natural medicine practitioner where women were coming to me and they were talking about their relationships. They weren't happy with them. And their relationship story was also my relationship story. So I went to study self-love. And so I got my certification in that. And then I had another dark time in my life where somebody gifted me tarot cards. And so I did my research. It took some time to get to learn the cards. And then after time, I would show off live on social media. And I was doing readings for free for at least a maximum of 1 year, doing these random free readings and people relentlessly coming to me all about relationships. And of course, 90% of them were women. Men would come too. And I saw this overwhelming need of how much people have this burning desire to know about their relationships. So three types of relationships that I specialize in is one is self-love. The second one is breakup and divorce. And of course, last but not least, dating and newly married.
That is absolutely amazing. And I know in my experiences of what of myself and what I've been exposed to, yes, people often are become frustrated and in the dark when it comes to uh, important things in life like
Mhm.
relationships. And
Yeah.
self-love is a big thing too,
Hmm.
because a lot of us, including myself at one
Hmm.
particular time, didn't even remotely know how to have that, or didn't even know that I didn't have it.
Yes.
But then in hindsight, I can look back and say, yes, I did not love myself. And that's why I was making certain decisions. I was thinking certain ways,
Mm.
and so on and so forth. And that's just amazing that you have a unique um, way, passionate way to help people
Hmm.
in the development and of in those very important areas, and that is
Yeah.
amazing. So I was gonna ask you. So when you first were gifted those tarot cards, had
Yeah.
you heard about tarot cards prior to that, or
I
so
didn't know
that's
any.
amazing
Yeah.
that you were even open when someone gave you that, because oftentimes in my experience I've seen
Hmm.
what people don't know they tend to fear instead
Yeah.
of being curious about it and at least doing the research and getting
Hmm.
questions um, answered about it. They
Hmm.
just want to pass some type of judgment they don't even know. But yes,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I've always been the type of person that has an open mind, so I have a curious mindset.
Right.
And so because I have a curious mindset, I said, what can it hurt? Or look, why don't I look into it?
Right.
And then
And
I
that's a
saw how it can help me
right.
and how it can help me in my life. And then I wanted to give this out to other people because at that time, just before the pandemic hit, um, I'm the type of person that likes to keep growing. And if I have to seek therapy for myself, I will do that as well. And I have no shame in saying that, like
Exactly.
anything to do to improve yourself, if it requires therapy, then I'm open to it. And I'm not saying that this replaces therapy either. So please, let's make sure that when it comes to a disclaimer, I'm not claiming that self love tarot replaces any kind of licensed therapy.
And that's exactly, we're in alignment, because exactly in regards to my coaching practices, I actually before actually someone hires me to do that, I send them a form that says I am not a licensed doctor, and this is no in no way, shape, or form to
Mhm.
replace any medical
Exactly.
opinions or analogies.
Yeah.
Yes, so that is amazing. Um, and what's also amazing is that, like I said, you have always been an open, curious person and wanting
Hmm.
to grow. And again, I have to that convicts me, because I wasn't always like that. And
Yeah.
just so much more has opened up for me, because I have worked on reprogramming myself to be that, and to actually really be that.
Yes.
Be open and just
Hmm.
awareness and things, because
Yes.
I didn't grow up like that. I grew up with a very, very narrow minded and very superstitious and fear and just, yeah.
A lot
So
of us
that,
did.
yes, so that's amazing. So,
Yeah.
and holistic oracle healer, now is that connected to the tarot card coaching, or is that something
Yeah.
totally different?
So we have in the tarot world, we have the tarot card that I explained to you, the major arcana, the minor arcana, which is the wands, the swords, the cups, and the pentacles.
Right.
Oracle cards are different in the sense that you have messages or pictures, and it's just connected to a certain theme. So you might have the journey oracle, and it might have messages like worry or anxiety. And usually, when a card shows up and it lands and a person sees it, they're probably facing that right now. Maybe they're going through anxiety, maybe they're going through sadness, maybe they're going through depression. Or you might have another card where it's connected to plants. So this oracle cards are different. Tarot cards always have 78 inside of a deck. Oracle cards can be 40, they can be 30, they can be 50, can be 60. You can make as many cards as you like. when it comes to Oracle. And it's just a theme that a person chooses to pick. So you might have an Oracle card relating to finding ways to help you to decrease your stress. So depending on what you want to focus on in your life, you create an Oracle card around that.
That's amazing. And how many years did you say you have been practicing this?
Since 2019.
Since 2019. That's amazing. You know, there's a connection there because, and I got to show you something, and I'm going to do something a little bit unorthodox, but let me show you something. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to disappear. For those of you that are watching, I want to get something because that's amazing. You said 2019. I got to show you something.
Okay.
Now, I became a certified coach. When does this say? Can you read it?
2019. Wow.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's amazing. As soon as you said that, I knew it had significance to me. 2019.
Yes.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. So moving forward, you also are into, or you are you practice natural medicine as well. Now, how did that come about, and what is all? Can you give us a little bit of feedback on what does that all entail? I mean, I know natural. I mean, that's the key word, but can you give us a small story about that, or breakdown?
So I have a holistic health background where I actually went to a school to study holistic nutrition. And the way how I came about wanting to study that to begin with, I had a time in my life as a single parent where I wanted to go back to school. So this is a true story. I went to different universities and different colleges looking at the program, and every single program that I went through with every single university and college, I wasn't interested.
Right.
I just wasn't interested. Somebody
yes,
talked
it just
to me.
It didn't resonate with you.
It didn't resonate with me.
Yes.
So I ended up in a alternative school, and I sat down in a classroom looking at the human body and this holistic health, and my eye would shine up, my smiles, and the teacher's like, I think you found your home. I think you found what you want to study. And so when I sat in the class and I finished listening to the lessons and everything about the human body and illness and prevention and disease and all this stuff, it resonated with my soul. And I signed up to go to school part-time and study holistic nutrition.
Wow, that's amazing. So what would you say, because you know, there's been a lot of information just I've been coming across in regards to natural medicine and holistic medicine. What would you say, if you could name a few of the benefits that stand out to you from your perspective, and in alignment with what you have administered or suggested or helped people with? What are some of the benefits, and what did you actually do? Is there certain like roots I mean, you don't have to say the names or anything, but are there certain?
I don't mind sharing certain plants and stuff like that.
Yes. Give us a few
sure. Like
remedies and solutions into a couple of, at least I'd say,
Sure,
two.
I don't mind. I can share some. It's right at the tip of my head.
Okay,
so
let's go.
Women tend to struggle with negative thinking more than men, depending on life experiences. Every experience is different. But what I highly recommend for women is to drink nettle leaf tea.
What is this?
Nettle leaf.
Nettle or meta?
Nettle.
Nettle.
Nettle. Nettle.
Nettle. Okay, nettle leaf tea.
Yeah, it helps with thinking positive. Nettle leaf. All right.
And you should drink that how often?
Well, you could drink it once a day. If you have a toxic diet and you need to clean up your body, I would start with chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a natural deodorant. So this is males or females. If you take chlorophyll for a long time, not heavily, there are liquid chlorophylls that you can buy. You can buy something called chlorophyll mint. You don't end up needing to use deodorant in your body.
So chlorophyll is actually a solid that you put on your body?
drink the chlorophyll.
Oh,
I'm
you
doing
drink
that
it.
right now.
You
Yeah,
put it
because
in a tea?
you put it in water or in your juice, and
Okay.
it should be a natural juice. It's
And
better
you
if you
drink
use water, and you just drink it. It's green. The water will turn green
once
because
a
it's
day
giving you
as well.
chlorophyll. Once a day is
Okay.
recommended, right?
And that does
But
what?
again, pardon me?
And that does what again?
So chlorophyll and or chlorophyll mint or chlorophyll in general, depending on how long you drink it, with a clean, healthy diet, it's a natural deodorant, so you don't smell
Oh, wow. So from the inside out,
from the inside out.
it doesn't give off, an
You don't
odor.
need to use deodorant if you take chlorophyll for a long time.
Oh, wow. And then the netta leaf tea helps with
And
thinking.
it helps with positive thinking.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say when it comes to holistic medicine, the plant is the medicine, depending
Right.
on how long you're willing to use it. And don't overuse it because there's too much of something. In life, there's something in the holistic world called the 80-20 rule. So 80% healthy, 20%, you have your little ice cream and what have you. But, living in North America, you're in the USA, I'm in Canada, we have access to so many things. You can make right now in 2 minutes, less than a minute, go to the kitchen and you can take frozen bananas. You can take some almond, organic almond, okay, with some maple syrup, and there's your ice cream.
Oh, okay. Freeze that. Yeah.
Mix it up like when you blend it up and then you put it away. And if you don't like and you have a peanut allergy, like you have a nut allergy,
Right.
then you can use something like raisins or prunes. Like nature has a way to replace everything that we crave. Coconuts,
Yes. Yes. And I
you know.
love those. Everything that you've mentioned, it's making my mouth water. I love raisins. I love coconuts.
Yeah. So what you
Yes.
could do at nighttime with raisins and make sure it's organic raisins, a nice sweet drink that's good for your liver. You can put some organic raisins in alkaline water. Alkaline water means that the water is 8.5 and higher, means the water is alkaline.
And you
And
can
you can
buy that at stores, right?
you can buy that at the store. Like I bought my alkaline water yesterday. I used to
Alkaline
have a
water.
machine
Okay.
that gives me alkaline water, but now I buy my alkaline water at the health food store. And you would put like, I don't know, maybe a cup, like you put your hand into it, like, and that's how much raisins you would put in the
Okay.
cup, and you would let it sit overnight. And when you get up in the morning, strain it out from sitting and having the raisin residue in the cup, and you would drink that. And that's a nice detox for your liver. If you are somebody that has a sweet tooth, I would recommend that one.
That's me.
You
I
know,
love sweets.
yeah. So if you are a
Yes.
sweet tooth and you're trying to wean yourself off sweet, so what I would recommend is cardamom.
Cardamom.
Or not cardamom,
Cardamom.
cinnamon. Cinnamon is very good for weaning yourself off of
Oh,
sweets.
cinnamon. Yes.
Cinnamon,
And what
right?
would I do with that cinnamon? Cinnamon,
So you
cinnamon
can put it on,
stalks.
no, cinnamon, the spice, when you ground it up, the actual cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can put it in your smoothies, like a banana smoothie, because banana and cinnamon can go together. You can put it in your cereals,
Right.
right? Things like that. All, nature based.
And that helps to curb the craving for sugar.
Over time, if you have a really addictive craving, then there are
Right.
certain vitamins and minerals that you're going to take. Maybe you're low in calcium, right? So you have to increase your vitamin K. It depends. Sometimes from that perspective, I have to look at what you're deficient in nutritionally. Like I have a
Oh, okay.
system
Amazing.
where you would fill out a form. It might give you a headache, but then when I look at it, I see where your hormones are out of balance, and then you have to increase your vitamins. And I always turn to food first,
Right.
not
Natural.
supplements, because
Yes.
then you're cheating because the supplements are not specialized and catered to each individual. Companies that make supplements, they have a specific formula, but
Right.
each individual person has certain toxicities that need to customize the formula for that individual. And that's why food is first before supplements.
Before supplements, before definitely before synthetic medicines
Exactly.
and
And it has a shelf life.
right,
It's better
right.
you eat something raw that you know needs to spoil. The more food you can get into your body that is live, the food has to spoil. That's the kind of food you want your digestive juices to be absorbing in your body. And that's the fountain of youth.
Yes, that makes sense. And yes, and as organic as possible, I would imagine
Organic as
too.
possible.
Yes,
Apple
amazing.
is a fruit. Apple needs to be organic. You must, the Dirty Dozen is the foods that you look at that you should try to get organic. The Dirty Dozen, the 12 Dirty Dozen.
Amazing. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, Celeste, and letting us have some of your secrets to prosperity in regards to health,
Yeah.
and wealth in regards to health. Amazing. I like
Well,
to use those words, prosperity. A lot of times when we think of prosperity and wealth, what first comes to our mind is money and material. But
yeah,
when I think about it, I like to affiliate prosperity and wealth in regards to my health,
exactly.
like, because to me, that's the most valuable
That's the
wealth
most.
is
Yeah,
here, because
yeah,
without this, the external
nothing.
wealth will mean nothing. If you're in
Nothing.
agonizing pain or you're dying or suffering, doesn't
Hmm.
matter how much outside wealth that you
Yeah.
have.
And I'll share a quick story with you.
Yes.
I'm in my 40s now, so I had a tooth. It's a true story at the back of my mouth, and I had to go to the dental surgeon. They extract your tooth from your mouth. So I had a cracked tooth in my mouth. Now
Right,
I live my life holistically, meaning I don't believe in pharmaceuticals. That's my choice.
right, right.
Having to go to do dental surgery and having to extract my tooth, everything went well,
With
but I had
no
to take
with no
antibiotics.
numbing agent.
He did numb my mouth, so I was asleep when he did it.
Oh, I was about to say, oh my, I was
that's
about to
that
say,
that's the
oh,
part of the medicine. Yeah. So I
woo.
mean, there are times where I do take pharmaceutical. That's a
Yes,
situation
but
where I
you
chose to
try
take it.
not to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be awake when somebody's extracting a tooth from my mouth.
Yes, that's what I was getting ready to say. I was about to say, you're the toughest person that I know, because when it comes to the teeth and the
Yeah.
gums, those are very sensitive. And to me,
Yes.
the more numbing, the better.
Hmm.
Go ahead. I'm
So
sorry, I disrupted you.
that's okay. So because I went through that experience, they have to when they take liquid, whatever they have to inject in your body. So
Right.
I had to be filled up with a lot of antibiotics and pharmaceuticals and stuff. So, anyways, tooth is fine. I'm healing. I actually went to work the second day or something. I healed very quickly. But because of all these antibiotics in my body, I would go to sleep and I would wake up through the night with stomach pains. And this was like after a month, my mouth is healed. I'm good. I'm fine. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with my stomach? This is what drugs does to you, right? So I
Right.
got a real live experience of a person who practiced holistic when you end up how the body can get damaged over time when you spend a long time relying on pharmaceutical. And so I just kept being consistent with the plant-based medicine. I would make soups. I would obsess myself with garlic or with, things that like ginger was my go-to a lot because ginger in the stomach and any indigestive or nausea helps. And I just was consistent, and over time my body healed. And I think it was the second or third month. It took 3 months for me to have a tiny experience like that, for me to heal myself naturally. 3 months.
So that was enough to show you that uh, those synthetics were a no-no for you.
Well, my body was in shock, right? Because the body, I mean, I have my junk food days where I eat my chips and my chocolate like anybody normally, right?
Right,
And it was just like, what did you put inside of you? What did you put in your body?
right. Yes, and yeah, I I can imagine. And it took 3 months. You had to live with that discomfort. And
In the middle of the night, you're sleeping and you're woken up by this stomach ache and you know you're eating healthy.
right, then what else could it be? Yep. But
The
that's amazing.
antibiotic. The antibiotics.
Yes, that's amazing that that you became aware of what to do. You know,
When you're in tune with your body over time, right? You
right.
develop a sense. Another last tip that I want to share when it comes to holistic, when you go to the grocery store, when you go in the produce section, look to see where your body is scanning what food. It means you're nutritionally deficient in that food, and that's why your body wants to pick that food up to eat.
Yes, we have this guidance system. Yeah, let's tap into that.
Just tap into your guidance system, listen to your intuition, which is your gut,
There you go.
and your body will gravitate to this food. And it might be like, why do you want to eat that? Because maybe your liver needs a detox to be detoxified.
Right. Yes, I am a firm believer and advocate for listening to your own of what I now call your inner Google, which is
Exactly.
yes, the God power in you, your own spirit,
You are your
your own
best.
intuition, whatever
Yes.
you want to call it. We all
Yes.
have that navigation system in here. We just have to quiet,
Listen to it.
listen to it.
Yeah.
Amazing. That
That's
is
that's my
amazing.
book. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Celeste. So before we conclude this segment, how can you share with us websites, links,
Sure.
anything where people can find you and reach out to you in regards to your areas of expertise?
So you can go to my website, sacredsoulinsight.com. So that's sacred, SACRED, soul, SOUL, insight, INSIGHT, Sacred Soul Insight, all one word, .com.
.com.
I'd like to
And
share that this
I will
book,
be, oh, is that your book?
that's the book I wrote. What is a self-love tarot coach?
What is a self-love tarot coach?
Yes.
Exactly. Wow, that's amazing. And where can we get that book?
You can e-transfer me or you can give me the money and then I will mail it to you
Wow, that's amazing.
if you
Yes,
want to do
and
it.
that book is presented on your website as well.
It's on my shop site, but my shop site is not live yet.
Okay,
That's
okay.
digital. If you
Yes,
want
you're
a
gonna have to
digital.
come back when your shop site is live so that we can put that out there. Or you can, or reach out to me even once I upload this video and it's already live.
Okay,
Already uploaded.
sure.
I can add that to the description even later, like that link,
Okay.
add
Yes,
it to
yes,
this so that when people click on this on wherever they're listening and or watching it, and then
right.
go to the description, and then that link will be there.
Sure.
So look for that link, everyone
Yes,
who's watching and listening right now, and that link isn't there for her shop site. Look for it in the near future. Come back, click on that link, purchase that book, and whatever else amazing
thank you.
things that she has.
Yes,
Thank you very much for coming on today again. I
thank
never there's never too much gratitude that I can express because I'm just such a thankful person, and I'm an advocate for gratitude, and
you.
just every day that I live and I get a chance to have experiences like this, I'm just so
Yes,
grateful for it, and I really am. It's not like I'm just
yes.
saying it for the
Mm,
show because it sounds good, but I really am when I think about um, all the amazingness that went into this. Just me getting up this morning, you getting up this morning, this
yes,
technology that we're able
I
to
know.
look and talk to each other, even though we're in
Yes,
different countries, and
I
just
know.
you know
Hmm.
resonating conversation, and it's just
Yes,
a lot of just
gratitude for
great
that.
energy, and
Yes.
yes, and I appreciate it. So thank you very
Well, thank you
much.
again. Thank you again for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, amazing. And thank you everyone for watching and or listening, whatever
Mhm.
platform you're doing that on. Be sure to hit that like and or subscribe button. And also check out the Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved LLC website at 333 Empowered. That's 333 EMPOWER.com. See you soon. Love and appreciation to everyone. Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved.
Thank you.